What is all this about now?
I'm going to do cuckoo and fish. But I am stewing. I'm frying the fish first before I stew it. So the fish has been nicely seasoned here. Some nice kingfish all the way from Tobago. And already seasoned. And I'm just going to dip it in the flour to get it to fry before I actually do the stew. So
every time I see you cook, I always have to ask the question, did you all do this in your day in the carcass?
yes.
Okay, so this is a general application then, right?
Carcass is a fish place, you know.
Right, but I mean, you think about using flour and whatnot.
Let me tell you something. In the carcass, there is fish every day. So you have to try to bring it back different every time. So there's many every day. Fish in the carcass. The only thing we didn't do was make juice with fish. So it's fried fish, and what didn't finish, use out for breakfast, you're going to stew it for lunch.
Right.
Because sometimes you fry 2 fish in the morning.
Yeah.
And you...
So always to carry fish to school as lunch?
No.
Because them days you will not have school lunches, right?
No.
So what is it to lunch?
Well, Tantan. Tantan is the nice little old lady who I always talk about. Tantan was like a mother to us. Tantan means auntie in patois.
Okay.
So I remember on our lunchtime, we will take 25 cents for Tantan. And Tantan will buy a pound of split peas, a pound of pigtail, and one pound of rice with 25 cents, you know.
Imagine.
I am talking about, I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old, 60 years ago. 25 cents gave about 5 or 6 children lunch.
Imagine that.
So Tantan lived closer to the school. So we will drop off the money for Tantan in the morning when we go to school. Every day we carry 25 cents for Tantan, and when you carry 25 cents, by lunchtime, in exchange of that 25 cents, there's nice hot food. I mean, that was no payment, you know.
Yeah.
We were just barely supplying the ingredients. If it was, I'm sure many times she might have added it. But she just loved the family. And it was a way of helping my mother at that time, that she would cook for us. And it was nearer to school. So we will go there halfway on a lunchtime, walk to Tantan. So today we have split peas and rice, split peas cooked with the pigtail and rice. Tomorrow, God's willing, we are going to have red beans we'll have red beans with corned beef. Well, red beans was a little
And 25 cents was the average thing, eh? For day?
It was, yes, 25 cents for Tantan. I don't make it. I usually know she gets a full out herself.
Well, that is great, eh? That is great because when you think of the love that went into it.
And we love Tantan. Tantan investment in the family was perfect for her. Tantan died in the boy's arms, you know. Tantan died in the boy's arms. They were young men at the time. And Tantan went back. Tantan had a way that when you when somebody died in the village, Tantan said that it takes 3 people to die in the village. So Tantan will pass it to San Fernando by a sister of mine. And when the 3 people die, Tantan come back.
But Louis, I think that's true, you know, because if you think about even
Even
up here in
up here.
Twin City,
Yeah, it's true.
even up here in Twin City, that pattern has been made, you know.
Exactly.
So that looks strong. Boy.
Nice and strong. Yeah.
So you ever had a crack at patwa?
There were little words that Tantan would say and you will catch up with it. But I think they like the idea that they talk the patois and you don't know what they're saying. Maybe they're doing the little gossip now. Because you don't gossip for a long time.
Yeah, gossip.
So when Tantan was you watch a little gossip, she talk with a little old lady friends in patois. Yeah. So that is it. And then, so yes. So you did red bean and rice with peas, salt beef. Then she used to make a cook up with split peas and salt fish. Oh gosh, and she could have cooked, boy. That little old lady could have cooked, boy. I don't know if I learned from her.
Well, you want me to endorse that or what?
Well, you could tell me if you think I learned nothing from Tantan.
I thought you learned from me.
One of the things that I learned from Tantan is how to make funny cider.
Funny side.
She used to make that so good, eh, boy?
Are you fried in the sun or what?
And you know, in those days it's common for eggs, eh?
Yeah.
That's what they call now, what's the big word they use?
Layers?
Oh,
No.
organic.
Organic.
Organic eggs, and you're paying a lot of money for it. Then that's a little common for running about in the yard, hard foot and, you know, big red, the cocks had big red comb on the head, and little frizzle fowl, and so.
Yeah, life was
And
simple, right?
Tantan had a little bag she would put in a corner in the porch, and when you hear it go, "Cock, cock, 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 cock," you know it's an egg ready for breakfast.
That is correct, yeah.
The next one come, I said, that's an egg for me when I sleep here tonight. Morning again, sunny side up. But the eggs were small, you know.
Yeah.
So when you open it, Lancy, the yellow was bright like the sun, but not much white. Like how the eggs now, you have a lot of white. It's more cloudy sun. Yeah, now when you fry a sunny side up, it's clouds with a little yellow sun. But in them days was a big sun and no clouds.
People were worried about cholesterol built up in those days, right?
Well, I don't even know if you had that word.
You didn't know that
I
word
don't
at
know
all?
that word at all, boy. Yes, ma'am.
So what kind of pressures would people have had that would have caused a health issue? A health issue?
Health issue? Well, Nancy, boy, people didn't even die in that.
No?
Life was so nice and healthy. Nobody to die. The old people didn't to die so.
Who's the last old woman to die or old person to die in the garden?
Now in the carcass is only young people dying. I don't know what has happened. But in our time it was old people died. 80 years, 90 years. I remember Miss Sinclair's sister, Miss Artish, was 90s and she was good. Good.
So people hardly complain about health issues then?
No. You know what they would have had? Financial. And when I say financial, not like the kind of financial we have, eh? You have to pay mortgage and you have to pay like bill and everything on your head. And when you total your bills, it's your salary just about making it. Right? But to tell you the truth, you went to the not grocery you went to, you know. Look at that.
Golden.
Right, Nancy?
Yeah.
You went to the shop, the Chinese man shop, on a Saturday morning. And you're spending about $10 if so much for the week.
Right.
And you're getting everything.
Unemployment then in the carcass.
Well, in the carcass, it was fishing. The men went out to fish. In the shrimp season, the women will go out and pick shrimps.
What's the expression pick shrimp mean?
When you're pulling the shrimps, when they're pulling the seine, they will just put all the shrimps there. So that haul will include small fish like baby salmon, sometimes crab, sea crab, you know. So it was really, the women now will put up picking, you're picking all the shrimps. You're picking all the shrimp from.
I'm picking all that shrimp here.
You're picking all the shrimp from. I have one small one for tasters.
Okay. You tell me about the picking up.
Yeah. So they will no, this is kingfisher.
Okay.
This is good classy fish.
And what kind of fish will be caught more or less in the carcass?
Well, when you're picking shrimps, you'll get a baby salmon. When shrimp season, baby salmon. We also had a fish we would call blinch. Blinch was a fish, rounded fish, a lot of flesh, but a little head, and you could get a blinch about this size.
Okay.
One a man.
One a man. I hate blinch along there really.
Yeah. So Mama, I remember when she would go and pick shrimp, she would come straight from about 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Bring home her blinch and start to make breakfast one time, you know. I don't know whenever she rests and much more how she had so many children.
And what was it? Sana roti?
She used to make bread.
Bread, okay.
She used to make not sada roti. For some reason, Mama never traditionally cooked Indian food. I guess Papa dictated what he wanted. Being Caucasian, he might tell her, you want bread? And then she also used to make a bake that she would actually put on the platen or tower, as it's normally called. But she would knead it with cooking.
Cooking, okay.
Yeah, cooking. She put in everything, like if it's roti, but she put cooking and a little butter.
Right.
And then she would, you know, either make it big or she make them small, one a man.
One a man.
But
okay.
she wouldn't fry it. She put it on the tower. So sada roti was not something that she really made much of. And then sometimes she would make bread the night before. Because I want to think that she used to sell bread and fish in the morning to the sailors who were not from Caracas.
Okay.
She worked hard, you know.
Oh, yes.
She really was a woman that worked very hard and to support her children. My dad worked very hard too. But it was 10 children. You know? So coming back to Tantan now. So Tantan now, Mama will make breakfast, we go to school. Tantan will cook lunch for us. Right?
All right.
And in the evening, Mama will cook again. So I guess she gets a little blind to do what take a little rest in between there.
Yeah.
But it was a happy life. It was not, I guess it was stressful from the point of view. Work was laborious.
But people shared what they had, right?
All the time. All the
Like
time.
what would they have shared?
Well, fish for one, shrimp, like if somebody. But one of the things I was always surprised at growing up as a child, people didn't do much planting. I
Maybe the
guess
soil was
soil,
sandy.
and then the sea would come in sometimes, so the sand will have a
Of
certain
course.
amount of salt in it, you know?
Of course. And then earth would get washed away anyway.
Yeah. So, but although I remember Mama having garden, she used to plant tomatoes and even okras and melon, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Louise, we must be the only house in Trin City, right?
Yeah.
That could go and ask the neighbor for some okras.
Yeah, boy, I
Eh?
run out of time.
You run out of time. You
I
run
run
out.
out of time, and the lady I plant the okras, eh?
Yeah.
She buy it.
We bought them. But in a measure, this is like, the exchange. What would you exchange with her in this instance anyway?
Well, good family, good
Good relations, right?
good relations. Because, city life is a little different.
City life, huh?
Yeah, it's a little different in that everybody go to the supermarket and you buy what you need, and you may not. Sometimes you might run out of something.
Individual homes, huh?
Yeah, very individual home, and yeah. So now I am going to do the cuckoo.
You were never one for fancy gadgets, Louis? You were never bothered about getting fancy gadgets to cut your carrots and all of that stuff?
You still have to cut it, you might just have a board and you chip, but I don't have the art. I don't have the art to do that. I feel more comfortable holding it in my hands and doing it.
Okay.
But Kim is quite good on using the board, like she's, the Chinese do it. Yeah, she's quite good. But I don't know if it's me being left-handed. I do better with working with my fingers.
You're the only left-hander in the family?
No, boy, my twin brother who I followed 2 years later. We have everything in common. We are left-handed together.
Twins in the carcass, girl. You came 2 years later?
2 years later.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, boy.
Yes, but life in the country was really, as I say, for people, the financial, they didn't have too much.
Right.
But at the time, everybody was in the same position. So there was no pressure on living up to no Joneses. You know what I mean? Because that is something that, in our lifetime, people ambitious, you have a car, I want to have a bigger car than you, I want to have a better renovation than you,
You mean people still going that way?
Yes, Nancy. That's human nature,
In Coro, I don't think we had that.
Because it's a country lifestyle, and you come out from the same era like me.
Yeah.
But in people, in our neighborhood, it had that kind of competition, yeah.
That's too sad. Wasting good energy.
No, but it happens. It is something that human beings like to compete. They like to know they have the best. But I am glad that I didn't grow up in that time.
Let me see your smile. Hey, watch me. You have the best smile.
We didn't grow up. We grew up like everybody else in the village. We know about going to school bare feet for a good part of your life, and everybody, that was their position. We knew about hand-me-down clothes, where you wear your sister clothes. When my mother died, she had 2 pairs of shoes, a white and a black. And that was my inheritance from my mother.
Seriously,
pair of
Ray?
shoes.
Serious?
Yes.
No, 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 no. This is something brand new to me now.
Yes, she was wearing like a size 6.
Mm-hmm.
I was 11 years old when she died. And I could remember the 2 shoes. One was black and one was white. Same
Oh,
style.
wait. I remember you meeting you for a lunch date and you were wearing one side black and one side white. You got mixed up that morning? Eh?
You met me long time
You,
after that, man.
you kept that really, you treasure that girl. One side white. And I often wonder, you know, that was a new style in the carcass. Eh?
Yeah. So my mother's shoes I inherited.
But what are you doing with those shoes?
The man don't go strange. How long a pair of shoes the last year?
Wait.
You said to have my foot grow too.
You didn't even put it in a glass case or something?
I talking about my mother is died now. 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
60 years my mother died now.
Mm-hmm. But tell me, I mean, to say you could have treasured that shoe, you could have... Okay, your sister had a doll, and that doll lasted in the family, and it's still there. How many years?
Now it's a doll, is a different thing.
Yes.
A pair of shoes like on your foot, you go, you walk in the sun, you walk into rain. You said too much, you want a sentimental. That was my Sunday best, and you really special, you know.
Sunday best.
So how you expect me to have it fancy? No, man, So now we have our...
This is for the cuckoo.
This is for the cuckoo.
Yes. This is Venezuelan style?
Yes.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's...
But they say cuckoo is African, you know.
Yeah, but I mean the process here.
Well, it's the same, but to add the cornmeal, I do it the way the Spanish do it.
Okay, okay, that's great.
Yes. So now, I have to... Now, long ago, I used to do it the way I was taught. Tantan used to make it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where you knead the cornmeal and you keep adding flour and you kneading the cornmeal. And when you make the cuckoo, oh no, you're pouring the cornmeal into the pot.
Pour the cornmeal into the pot.
Yeah, and
Right.
you're stirring and you need a strong man hand to as you say, turn the cuckoo.
Oh gosh, well I hope your muscles working this morning.
Nah, but this way now, you don't need no strong man.
Okay, that's
Just
great.
an art.
Okay,
So,
art.
so before now, it actually take this. Now, normally I use promasa, but I didn't get promasa. So I'm going to try regal.
First time?
Yeah, so I hope it doesn't
Let me
spoil
see the
it.
package. Can you hold the package for me?
Regal yellow cornmeal.
Hold on a second. Let's get it to the light.
But normally,
Yellow cornmeal. Okay, fine.
normally I would use the promasa,
Mm-hmm.
but I would not have enough promasa, so I wouldn't bother to mix it. So, okay, so we're gonna add some salt to this. Enough that the cornmeal will be flavorful with salt.
Right. So you have there, you have carrots, you have okra
Right, and salt.
and salt. So far, right?
Right. So this new method now
Uh-huh.
is where you're going to,
Should you cover the fish or something? Or leave it as it is?
no,
There's nothing that can happen to it though. But you prefer to cover it? Use a similar plate to it.
that's good.
Alright, let me get you.
Or I could use the thing from the microwave.
Oh, okay.
So we'll also put some more salt in here. To work the cornmeal. So now you put water.
That's cold water?
pipe straight from the top.
Okay.
And you're gonna knead this in.
Okay.
Now it does feel a little different to the pomasa, yeah?
It feels different.
Yeah.
The texture is different.
Yeah, you can tell.
Mm.
So now what you're actually doing is melting it here.
Okay.
So when you pour it in,
Otherwise, it would have been you were trying to melt it over there.
and you'll be turning and turning
Right, yeah.
So this process,
Mm-hmm.
which my daughter Liba introduced to me from Venezuela, is your cuckoo actually come out very moist and smooth.
Ah, moist and smooth.
Yes, it's not as heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Before, when you cook it, it kind of, when you actually cut it and you get a slab.
Mm-hmm. You don't want a slab. You want
This one
a juicy piece.
It's so you see, I actually put enough water to.
Oh yes. You're not going to add more water to that, right?
I may
Add a little more.
yeah. But my measurement was good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we are going to add some coconut milk powder.
Okay. It looks like a pool, a yellow pool.
Well, you don't have to focus on that alone, you know.
No. You want me to focus on you?
No.
Okay. Hey folks, I want to tell you while we have a small break here that I had my results and everything seems okay. The only thing is my heart function remains over the past years at 35. I would like it to go up maybe a little more, but so far. What are you looking for?
I know, take the measuring cup.
You went this way with it, Louise. Check behind me there or something. So it remains at 35%. Ideally, the doctor wanted it to go to 50. Would have been a tough climb. The inability to really walk around the block and maybe to move as I would like, perhaps is hindering it. But I feel well today. I feel happy today. And Louise always makes me very happy and make me forget my little aches and pains. So we go back to her now with her cuckoo process. Thank you very much.
You could have a same thing so that measuring cup just disappeared.
No, look, it's right here, Louise. Look at right here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, let me
Here's your cup.
So you could just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
It's a bright sunny day, isn't it? Yeah.
Really and truly,
Mm-hmm.
growing up in country, way of life, you realize that it can work.
So that's the coconut milk added there?
Yeah.
Okay, coconut milk has been added. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Growing up in the country, you realize that life isn't.
Life is what you make of it.
Yes.
Happiness is not found in material things.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness is within you.
That's what Lasana always
Peace
says.
and joy is what God gives to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
But you have to find your happiness. And you don't fuss about everything. Because when you're fussing in life, you're not being contented. There's a lot to be thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to be thankful for. But when we fuss and focus and wanting a lot and want to be competitive with others, it takes away our joy.
Of course. You make a lot of people unhappy around you.
Yeah.
Not to talk about yourself.
Live and let live.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy life. Make other people happy. Don't seek to look for faults in people, because I tell you, the more you look, the more you find.
Look to yourself.
And focus on the good in people, because every cloud has a silver lining. In everyone there is some kind of kindness, but what we need to do is to look for it.
That's right.
And work with what you have.
That's right.
Well,
Work with what you have.
You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. If you have a husband, he has shortcomings. Everybody has weakness and strengths. A weakness is not a shortcoming, you know.
No.
People grow up in different backgrounds, different opportunities. Some people have been able to have the privilege for opportunities, and others did not have the opportunity that you would have. I mean, I think of myself growing up in the carcass and the many other women. As young girls, we were together, and then everybody path is mapped out differently. And some people made it good, some people remain in their situation, but they're happy.
That's right.
But they're still human beings like you. Not because you were fortunate and you got a job in BP and you made strides and you got a good husband and you have good children and you have a comfortable home. That doesn't make you better than somebody else.
No, it doesn't.
It's just that your situation was mapped up differently.
Yeah, but the good Lord will take you through, man.
The good Lord will take us through, and He has different plans for different ones, you know.
Yep. Let me see how that looks, Louis. Oh my. So how long again you will leave that in there?
Yeah, it has to dry.
Oh, to dry. So you keep stirring it until it dries.
But as I say now, because it has already been melted, the job is not so hard.
Right.
But you can imagine, you having to be stirring this, as the old people used to say, turn the cuckoo, 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 stir.
You sure they weren't dancing, they were practicing a dance?
But it's not like that now. You can just do like that.
Let me see that again, turn the cuckoo, turn the cuckoo. But why aren't you holding that thing with a cloth or something?
Well, like you hold my arm.
No, I move nothing, darling.
Okay, but first,
let me
before I do that, let me just put some on.
Mr. Lasana says you wash as you go along. Not really turning cuckoo. Alright, let me see what we can do here. Okay, girl. If you say so.
Okay,
So you must do this now? Add this little bit of butter?
Yeah, grease it so it wouldn't stick.
And that really works?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, now, Nancy.
Yeah. You coming across here or what?
No. Now, as I said, I really never worked with this cornmeal before.
But it looks good, don't worry.
But anyway, now you can gingerly turn it without muscles. But assuming that you had this boiling water, as you pour the dry cornmeal, it starts to clump up on you, and you'll be like this. Turn the cuckoo. Anya, come on, Hannah.
So your mama would have been doing that? Huh?
Yes.
So who is the helper then?
Tantan used to make cuckoo.
Tanta?
Yes, I don't think that Mama used to do this.
Okay. Well, that looks really good though. You
So,
have to add anything like that? Any kind of milk
Oh.
to that?
no, at this stage now, you just want it to get dried up.
Okay. Oh, gain, mommy. Look there.
Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna, now the Bajans, what they would do,
Mm-hmm.
I think even people in Antigua, because I was telling my niece that I'm going to make cuckoo.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, you know, her husband, when it's finished, you take a bowl, butter the bowl, and then roll it around in the bowl. So you make little balls.
Oh, okay. But I like this traditional way though.
Yeah, but this, you know, it looks fancier in a fancy bowl.
Yes.
And you can, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like it this way. Oh. You should turn up that so or not ready?
Now we're going to do the fish. No. Just hand me that little bit of butter, Lance.
This here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, big up to all those people who who do cooking videos. We follow some of them. Sandy's Cup of Tea, and we follow Dinesh, and we follow. I follow also Videsh, and who else again? There's a young couple, I've forgotten the name already. Oh my!
So you see how she's smoothing up now, Nancy?
Yes, my dear. Really good. And you use all from the pot?
Yep.
Nothing to scrape here?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all those who do wonderful cooking videos. All the entrepreneurs, the connoisseurs among the
Well, I really
YouTube
think
fraternity.
I really think that videos, cooking videos, are very useful because you hear a lot of people tell you that they learn to cook from looking at videos. And especially in the COVID days when people who couldn't cook had to cook because you couldn't even go out to buy food.
That's right. Can you smell it? Right, that's right. Well, Louis Gill, you talk about cooking videos. I want to see you doing some homework on your dalpery, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
get
do
up on
that
your
today.
No, you gotta get up. Look, this is hot, Louis.
Okay, Lancelot, you can have the privilege to taste this.
Okay.
How's it?
Marvelous texture.
Okay, so now we are going to
Let's blow the fire, Louis, that's all.
I'm going to use the same bit of oil that the fish fried in. So you're going to have all that flavor from the fish that was fried. Because I was very taken up with the cuckoo, I was not able. Somehow these days, I'm starting to cook very late. So I have to be like doing things Vikey anyhow, and just
No, but remember,
scrambling.
you're doing your intermittent fasting. So that puts you later on in the morning.
Yes.
And therefore, when you start, logic, right? When you start, then it's a little advanced with the time, okay?
But thank you, darling. For being so considerate.
Yeah, so don't plug
to
yourself, right?
defend me.
Yeah, don't
Thank
plug
you.
yourself. There's a reason why you're cooking late.
Yes, I have started this intermittent eating fasting, which the last time that I had dinner, 15 hours after I will have breakfast. Well, last night I got carried away. I had dinner at 6 o'clock and I thought, good, by 9 I will have breakfast. But my daughter brought some hamburgers and at 8 o'clock I was having hamburgers.
Not to mention my pow.
Like she had pow. Well, I contained myself. I didn't worry to have pow too.
Well, I am not one onto the intermittent fasting, honestly. I don't know if it's since my heart attack or whether it's a tradition with me. I get up kind of early, I have my cup of coffee, but I must have something to eat while I drink coffee, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll take care of the dishes. Don't worry yourself.
Mr. Tanya putting me under pressure, you know. I'm talking about washing the dishes as you cook. But I tell you, man, this cook is not so versatile.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Long before Santa came, you were there cooking. Louis. Long before Santa came into the world, you were cooking for me and for others.
True.
So don't, as you say, no competition.
No competition.
No stress.
You be you and I be me.
That's right,
That's one thing, we don't believe that anybody should change anybody. You have your style, I have mine.
That's right.
The important thing is the result. The food tastes good, right.
And it does, usually, yeah?
Yeah.
That looks good, Louis.
And so you get a little brownness from the fish too, frying the fish.
Tastes good?
Yep.
At what point would you throw in the fish?
Well, the fish is already cooked, you see? So you want these
You want that cooked,
to be cooked, yeah.
but not overcooked.
I would like to add a little ketchup as well.
That gives flavor, added flavor.
Color too. What time is it?
10 to 1.
What?
Murder.
Yeah.
Remember that old calypso by Sparrow? 10 to 1 is murder. 10 to 1 is murder.
Judy T.
Very good character. But I hear pull one I run by Green Street corner. 10 to 1 is murder. What happened to Judy?
Judy T. Send the song "Count Your Blessings One by One."
She did?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Miss Judy.
Right, so at this stage now, we put in our fish.
Right. That one, okay, interesting. All right, very good. What, mommy? You're artistic. You're an engineer in the kitchen?
Engineer in the kitchen, boy.
Okay.
So we just rest our fish there. Lasana is not here today with us to enjoy our The last time I did the fish with the okra rice.
Right.
We didn't fry it, we just steam it, which was healthier.
Louis, the intermittent fasting is helping you,
Yeah?
Yeah, turn around, let me see that. You look good, man. You look good.
Belly on down.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so
Okay,
this doesn't
you
need
switch
much
off, right?
cooking.
So, Louise, let me ask you this now.
So are we gonna eat? We can sit and eat together and you can still chat.
No, hear what is happening. You listening? I want to ask you, without giving names, okay? We are having a visitor today. So this preparation is for a visitor, right?
Yes.
I thought you would have been doing dal and rice and curry chicken.
What? I beg to differ. I thought of the dal puree.
Okay, not the dal curry today.
But this person is a full-fledged good Indian cook, I'm sure.
Right. Now remember.
So I say I'm not going to bring a first-class Indian cook to give her dal puri that it isn't good.
that she probably can't even bite.
And curry chicken,
Right.
curry chicken that
Good.
lacking flavor.
Right. So let me ask you
So
this.
I thought
Ah.
that in Trinidad, we are a beautiful cosmopolitan people.
Right.
And Indian like what the African cook and vice versa. Indians love pilau and Africans love roti and curry. That's so much so, it was a running joke. When you go to the cafeteria,
Where?
you just have to see the lineup
Which
in
cafeteria?
NP cafeteria.
Uh-huh.
When from the time you see the line, you know what it is, curry. Or tomorrow, you know when you see the line, as you hit it, you say, pilau today, boy. Without knowing what's on the menu.
Uh-huh.
You know when it's pilau and you know when it's Indian food. What's up, shot and curry, chana and mango and day. You know it's that when it is. You see all the Indians, you know it's pilau. You see all the Africans, you know it's curry day. And in Trinidad, our cuisine is made up. At any time somebody want to eat Chinese food, we could cook the best Chinese food. We could give food times competition, right? And when you're ready again, you cook Creole food. Like today, this is Creole food. So we hoping the Indian going to enjoy this food. I know you would.
Of course.
Yeah, so would you like me to serve a plate for you?
No, I think we will wait. We will wait for her, but we need to get our table laid. So, friends, we're going to just close off at this point.
Yes, and I would like to send some greetings
Uh-huh.
to Judy T. Always, I just love your response to our videos. You can always see the humor in our videos, and you can give a real detail of what you think.
Flip camera.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate that.
And also Michael Sabrano. Boy, this is food you're gonna like.
Yes.
Give him a little look at that stew chicken, that stew fish inside of that frying pan, Lancelot. May not come up to your sister's hand.
No.
But as we say, no comparison.
No comparison.
Yes. And see the cuckoo here, Michael?
Hold on a second there.
That-
You said that this is
That is for sample. Fried
for
fish.
sample? Okay,
Yes.
very good.
So
Have
take
a
a
piece.
sample there,
have a
man.
piece. Have a piece first.
Just remember, crackers, when you're frying fish, you eat it while you're frying. I like to head out to my lovely family, the crackers.
Very
So when
good.
I eat fish, I think of the crackers.
Excellent.
My wonderful brothers and sisters, nieces, all of the crackers. Not forgetting my little cousin Brighton, who keeps in touch every week with us. He will give a phone call. Brighton, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, right, boy.
Like, it's a nice thing to like family, and you display that. But your mom is the same thing. And we love all our family in the caucus.
The apples,
All
Babs.
the neighbors, Babs, Miss Babs, Wayne and Wendy, Michael and Ann,
Bobby,
Hannah.
Babs and Bobby.
Bobby and
Vivian Jante and her family.
Yes, man, these are people that from the
Lisa
time
and
we
her family.
small, we know them, you know.
Mhm.
They small and we little bigger.
Big Eye,
Yes.
yeah, Cap, all them fellas, boy.
Neil and Vashti,
Mhm.
Adventure, Southwest Adventure.
Mhm.
Neil,
Mhm.
excellent videos he do. It runs in the family.
Mhm.
He's covering Cedrus. We're covering Trinity here. Lyndon is covering Cora. And Lasana covering Trinity too.
I'm covering the whole island.
So, and I would like to remind you all, marriage is wonderful. And we still have some t-shirts for sale.
Mhm.
And
I think in the long run, we have to give away those t-shirts.
well, we have given away quite a lot already.
Mhm.
So
remember, folks, I don't know why. I get the impression that people are afraid to say that they are married. It's almost like if it's become a bad word to express. But marriage, in my opinion, and in Louise's opinion, our opinion,
it's wonderful.
marriage is wonderful, especially when you're getting cuckoo and fried fish.
Not when they're driving you cuckoo though.
Not when they're driving cuckoo. So, all right, my friends, all the best to you all, and take good
All
care.
right, well, I'm cutting up here and I'll put some of your names on it.
Mhm.
Michael Zambrano for sure.
Mhm.
Judy T. All right. Coming right along. Dale Tech, he was here.
Patrick.
Patricia
Patricia
Bedo.
Mhm.
Vicky Maraj. Wilma White. And all our lovely, we have some beautiful couples. Today's Panta's birthday.
Yeah, Panta.
Happy birthday to
Mhm.
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Panta. Happy birthday to you. Sa cuckoo and fishbowl, yeah? Bye-bye. All the best. Enjoy.